Hello, my name is Neo Chan and today I'm going to be showing you how we can create a fingerstyle guitar arrangement from scratch in a very systematic way. And the song I'm going to be doing is There Is a Fountain. It's a beautiful old hymn. Now the song isn't important. What I want you to take away is the processes and the thought that goes into creating a fingerstyle arrangement, and you can apply these techniques to any song that you want. Alright? So to get things started, let's just listen to the song. So I went to the park a couple of days or weeks ago and I recorded myself playing this and posted it on Instagram. So we're going to go to the video. I'm going to take a listen. And the first thing we want to identify when we want to create a fingerstyle arrangement is what is the meter of the piece and what is the key it is in. So I'm just going to be tapping on the table to figure out what the meter is, and then I'm going to be singing some random notes that fit in with the recording that we're going to listen to and find where our tonic note is. Alright, so let's go to my Instagram. So New Chan Music, I think it's this one. Okay, let's take a listen. So let's find the meter. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got our meters in 4/4, and we're gonna sing na 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 la. So this is our tonic note. Okay, I'm gonna pause the video now. You can go watch the whole thing on Instagram. La. So this is our tonic note. I'm gonna find what note it is. La. So we are in E major, all right? And our meter we identified just now is 4/4. So I'm gonna write it out on this piece of paper here. So E major. So we've got 4 sharps. Now I know some of you are probably freaking out right now because 4/4 by the way, because you do not know how to write standard notation. Now don't freak out, you do not need to know how to write notes or read notation to arrange this. The reason why I'm writing it out is so that you have a visual reference. It's going to be a lot easier to see how the piece is mapped out if we have it on paper, okay? So don't worry. So now the next step, we're going to use all the musical ingredients and we're going to fit it together. So our musical ingredients will be our scales, our harmony, or the chords that go along with the melody, and finally it's the positions on the guitar where we can play these various scales and these various chords. So in order to facilitate how you can get all these ingredients in one place, I created some guides that you can find on my website completely free. And you can download it, I'll put a link in the description below. So what we've got here, we've got our scale position guide. And what this has is all our scale positions that we need to know. And there's explanations on it on the guide itself. So for this one, we are in E major. And I'm going to be arranging it using our 5/4 position and our 5/2 position major scale. All right, so you can see I rigged this paper, this stack, so we can take out the position. So these are our 2 positions. You can see it in the camera here. 5/2, 5/4, and what it means is that it starts on the 5th string. Our lowest root starts on the 5th string and is played with the 2nd finger and the 4th finger respectively. So let's take a look at what the 5/2 and 5/4 scale positions in E major look like. So it's over here. Our root is on the 5th string. On the 2nd position, we've got 1, 2, 3. And the 5/4 position with our starting on our 4th finger. Okay, so we've got our E major scale all set. Now, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna sing out this song so that you can hear it, because you may not be familiar with it. But I'm going to sing it and not play it so that you can hear the melody without seeing how it's actually played on the guitar. Okay, so this is There Is a Fountain. There is a fountain filled with blood drawn from Emmanuel's veins, and sinners plunged beneath that flood lose all their guilty stains, lose all their the guilty stains, lose all the guilty stains, and sinners plunged beneath that flood lose all the guilty stains. Okay, so that's our melody. You would have heard it, you probably can sing it back, you can just sing the melody, but how do we play it on the guitar? We have our scale positions, but we need to know how to play this melody on the guitar, and that's where solfege comes in. So if we've got our solfege harmony guide right here, what we're going to do is, this page, it has our solfege, various modes and scales. We're just going to pick the one that we're in. So today we're in major scale, or the Ionian mode. So we're just going to take the Ionian mode, or the major scale. And you can see it on the camera here. So our solfege syllables: do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Alright, so the various scale degrees have a syllable in them. And what we're going to do, I'm just going to put this aside for a while. With this melody, we need to identify what the various solfege are within the melody itself. So every note has a solfege syllable, it has a place in the scale. And I'm gonna notate it down, and you can see how I can map it out onto the scale using solfege syllables. Okay, so don't freak out. This is, you don't need to be able to read notation. I just want to have a visual reference of this. So it has a pickup, and it starts here. So let's get our tonic note. Do, it starts with do, mi, so. Maybe let me zoom this in so that you can take a better look at it. Okay, here, yeah, that should be better. So we've got do, mi, so, la, so, do, la, so, do, mi, so, la, so, mi, do, re, and then rest, do, mi. So the next line. So you can see how every note has a solfege syllable, and you just need to keep practicing your solfege, and you'll be able to do this process a lot faster. Do, mi, so, la, so, do, la, so, do, re here, do, re, mi, do, re, mi, re, and do, res, do, re. And now the second half of the song. So next line. I'm writing this really fast, by the way. Do, re, mi, do, re, mi, re, and do, la, so, la, so, mi, do, re, res, do, mi. This is the last line. Do, mi, so, la, so, do, la, so, do, re, mi, do, re, mi, re. And the last note is a no, and that closes the song. Okay, so I'm just gonna write the title of this song, and it's There Is a Fountain. Okay, that is so not in the center, but just, I'm gonna sing it out and I'm gonna follow along. So follow along the melody so you can see, even if you can't read the notation, look at how it goes up and down and how it is mapped out onto this piece of paper. Four lines of the same duration minus the pickup. So it goes do, do, mi, so, la, so, do, do, la, so, do, mi, so. Oh, here should be the other way around. Do, mi, okay, that's an error. Do, mi, so, so, la, so, mi, do, re, rest. Do, mi, so, la, so, do, do, la, so, do, re, mi, re, do, rest. Do, re, mi, re, do, la, so, so, la, so, mi, do, re, rest. Do, mi, so, la, so, do, la, so, do, re, mi, re, do. And that's it. So we've got our solfege syllables for our melody. And now we know exactly how it is. And taking our scale position, so we're just going to take the 5-4 scale position first. And you can see their numbers on the scale position. And if you follow the guide, the numbers correspond to our solfege syllables. So if you're looking back at this one, you can see. Focus camera. So do is 1, re is 2, mi is 3. So for example, do, mi, so, la, so, do, la, so. So you follow along the numbers with the solfege and playing our scale position, 5-4 scale position. The song goes like this. Do, mi, so, la, so, do, la, so. Do, mi, so, la, so, mi, do, re. Do, mi, so, la, so, do, la, so. Do, re, mi, re, do. And then the chorus. Do, re, mi, re, do. La, do, la, so, la, so, mi, do, re. Do, mi, so, la, so, do, la, so, do, re, mi, re, do. Okay, so we've done the melody part is done. Now what we need to do, we need to harmonize this. We need to fit in the chords. So I've got here in the solfege harmony guide. Let me zoom this out so you can take a better look. Okay, so we've got our solfege harmony guide here. And on this page, I've got all the various modes and scales here. I'm just going to take out the major one so you can take a look. And this is going to guide us with our harmony. So if you take a look, what I've written here is all the diatonic chords starting on every scale degree. So we've got the 1 chord, and the solfege syllables or the notes that create the 1 chord will be our do, mi, so, ti. That's the major 7th chord. And then for example, let's do our 5 chord here. So we've got the 5 chord. So, ti, re, fa. And that's our 5 chord here. So the notes within each chord is going to give us clues of how we're going to harmonize this piece. Alright, so let's take this one measure at a time. So our first measure, we've got do, mi, so, la, so, do. So the important notes will be so, do. And that tells me that this is a 1 chord, because in our 1 chord, we have our do and our so. Alright, so 1 chord, we've got do and so inside. So I'm just going to put this as the 1 chord. And the next chord, do, mi, so, la, so, do, la, so, do, mi. So this one, let's see, do, mi, so, la, so, do, la, so. So it sounds like it's moving somewhere. And I'm going to take a guess it's the 4 chord, because it has our do, which is a chord tone in the 4 chord. And it also has the so, which is in the 7th of the chord. So let me zoom this in again so you can take a closer look. Okay. Do, mi, so, la, so, do. So it sounds like it's changing chord here. So I'm going to put the 4 chord because the do is a chord tone in the 4 chord. Do, la, so, do, mi. So, do, mi. So this is a 1 chord again because it got so, do, mi. So, so, la, so, mi, do, re. So, so, la, so, mi, do. This is a 1 chord. The solfege syllables are telling me that. Re. Now, re is in our 5 chord here, so we're just going to put 5. Do, mi, so, la, so. I'm just going to speed this up a little bit. Do, do, 4 chord, la, so, do, re, mi. Is a 1 chord. Mi, do, re, do, mi, do, re. So this is a 5 chord here. Mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, 1 chord. Do, re, mi, do, 4 chord. La, do, la, so, 1 chord. So, la, so, mi, do, re, 5 chord. Do, mi, so, 1 chord. La, so, do, 4 chord. La, so, 1 chord. Do, re, mi, 1 chord. Do, re, 5 chord. Mi, re, do. So do this slowly on your own. But if you have this harmony sheet here in my guide, then you'll be able to figure it out slowly, of course. But you have all the clues inside. So find the notes that are emphasized in each measure and find which chord it correlates to, and then use a little bit of common sense and trial and error, and you'll be able to find which chord fits into each of them. Okay, so I've got our chord functions here, 1, 4, and 5. These are the only chords used in this song. All right, so in the key of E major, I'm just going to write out the chord pitches. So we've got E, do, mi, so, la, so, do, e, la, so, do, mi, so, la, so, mi, do, re. Oops, sorry, I'm confusing myself. E, this would be B. Do, mi, so, E, la, so, do, e, la, so, E, do, re, mi, E, do, re, B, mi, re, do, E. Do, re, mi, 1, E, do, re, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, re, do. This will be A. La, do, la, so, E. So, la, so, mi, do, re. This is a B. Do, re, do, mi, so, E. La, so, do, E. La, so, E. Do, re, mi. E again. Do, re, B. Mi, re, do. Okay, so basically our 1 chord in E major will be here. So and then our A, this is our 4 chord, and then our 5 chord will be here, B. See, I'm doing this in closed position. We could play it up here, but I'm gonna do it up here in closed position for this particular video. Okay, so now we've got our chords. Now, the last step is to know how we're gonna play these chords, and we're gonna go to our chord position guide over here. Our chord position guide here. And this has all the chord positions that you can think of and how to use them. I have other videos that you can check out to use them, but for today I'm just going to show you how you're going to use the guide and create our chords. Okay, so let's just take this step by step and see which position we're going to use for each chord. So in my red marker, I'm going to be writing which shape I'm going to be playing the various chords in. Okay, so the first one, we've got a scale. It's got do, mi, so, and I'm going to use this shape. This is the C major shape of the E chord. So this is an E chord, but it looks like a C major open chord. This is C. We shift it up to the E. So we're using the C shape. So I'm going to write here just C, like this. And I'm going to take it from this chord position guide, our movable chord shapes. So we've got the C shape over here. I'm just going to take that out. So this is our ingredient used in this arrangement. We've got the C shape. Do, mi, so, la, so. Now for A. Alright, so now my melody note is up here. I'm just going to choose the A chord that allows me to play this melody note simultaneously with the chord, and that will be here, which is our E shape. Alright, because it looks like an E major chord moved up 5 frets. So I'm just going to take our E shape. This is our E shape over here, and we're going to put it here. So we've got 2 chord shapes so far. E, do, and then we're going to go back to C. C shape. So we've got do, mi, so, la, so, do, do, la, so, do, mi, so, C shape again, so, la, so, mi, do, re. Okay, so our re is here. So I'm just gonna find the B major chord that's gonna fit in, allow me to play this melody note up here, and that is this shape. And this is our G major shape chord because it looks like a G moved up 7 frets. Okay, so I'm gonna take our G shape here. So far we've got 3 chord shapes. We've got the C shape, the E shape, and the G shape. And so far, what we've got, let me just write this down, G, do, mi, so, with the C shape, la, so, do, do, A shape, la, so, back to the C shape, do, mi, so, so, la, so, mi, do, re. On the B major chord, we're using the G shape. And then we go back, do, mi, so, so this is the C shape again, la, so, do, do, for the A major chord, we're going E shape, la, so, back to the C shape. Now here, do, re, mi, we're going. Now we're changing to our 5-2 scale position. So now we need to play the E chord using a different shape. Mi, and I'm gonna use the A shape here. Do, re, mi. I can even make it an A major 7 shape. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do the A major 7 shape. A major 7 shape over here. So you can just download it. Come on, camera, focus. Okay, there we go. So the A major 7 shape. So this is our fourth ingredient here. Chord shape. Do, re, mi. Now we're here. Do, re. So for our B chord, I'm gonna use the E shape. Re, mi, re, do. Let's go back to the C shape here. Okay, so what we had here, A major 7 shape, B is the E shape, and then for E chord, we're using the C shape. So then let's continue. Do, re, mi. A major 7 shape. Do, do, re, mi, re, do. Okay, here I'm using the E shape for the A chord. La, do, la, so, C shape. So, la, so, mi, do, re, B, G shape here. Do, mi, so, this is a C shape. La, so, do, do, E shape. La, so, C shape. Do, re, mi, A major 7. Shape, not chord. Do, re, and then the E shape for the B chord. Mi, re, do, C. Okay, so we can use A major 7 or we can use the A shape, whether you want a little bit of a jazzy hint to it, okay? So just bear in mind our legend over here. Red will be the chord shape that we're using to play the various chords, but the pitch of the chord is the black color. And green color refers to the function of the chord. Okay, so we're done with our guide. We've got all the ingredients that we need from this guide so far. Remember, you can download them from my website. It's completely free. And I'm just going to play this arrangement for you with this visual reference so you can see my thought process. And we've got all the ingredients here all laid out for us. So our solfege in major scale. We've got our scale positions. We've got the harmonies. And we've got how we're going to play the various chords using these 4 chord shapes here. And this is the arrangement of the fingerstyle, of the song in fingerstyle guitar. So let me take you step by step and show you how this is done. Okay, so at the start, we've got in our 5/4 major scale position. Let's start with the melody. Do, mi, so, using the C shape to play the E chord. La, so, do, do. E shape to play the A chord. La, so, back to the C shape. Do, mi, so, so, la, so, mi, do, re, G shape. Do, mi, so, C shape. La, so, do, do, E shape. La, so, C shape. Do, A major 7 shape, but this is just an E major chord. Do, re. This is our B chord using the E shape. Mi, re, do. Back to our tonic E chord using the C shape. Do, re, mi. Mind you, here we are in the 5-2 major scale position. So do, re, mi. E chord, A major 7 shape. Do, re, mi, re, do. La, do, la, so, C shape. So, la, so, mi, do, re, G shape. This is the B chord. Do, mi, so, la, so, do, la, so, C shape. Do, re, mi, E. Using the A major 7 shape. Do, re. This is our 5 chord. Using the E shape. Mi, re, do. Okay, so I know that was rapid fast, but I want to give you just an idea, a taste of what it's like to compose and arrange a fingerstyle song, because to really take you step by step, slowly, we need hours and hours and hours, and that's not what this video is for. I've got a lot of other lessons that will take you step by step of all the various concepts, and just go to my website and download the guides. They will help you along lots and lots. Okay, so I hope this has been really helpful for you. I'm just going to play this arrangement one through without talking, and then you can see how it's done. And until next time, I'll see you again. Let me know what you think and how I can improve this lesson to help you learn better. Okay, so this is There Is a Fountain. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3.